Listen up. Before we begin this masterpiece, we're all current or former law enforcement officers. We've seen our share of humanity. But if you came here thinking we give a shit about your feelings, you are sadly mistaken. So if you're a snowflake, we'll give you just a minute to turn this mother off, all right? Now, for the non-pussified. This is the midweek news show of the MOTORCOP Chronicles podcast. The only place where you'll find unfiltered, unedited, and raw discussions about law enforcement, crime, and everything in between. We love discussing the good, the bad, and the downright bizarre stories involving cops and criminals. So get ready for some raw comedy blended with our unapologetic opinions. We're diving deep into the headlines, breaking down the latest news about our brothers and sisters in blue and the criminals they deal with. You'll be laughing 1 minute and shaking your head the next. It's funny and maddening, all at the same time, just like the world of law enforcement. This is the midweek news show of the MOTORCOP Chronicles podcast. And here are your hosts, the Iceman, with co-hosts Holstera and Freebird.
I hear Skittle bags rattling already. I hear that shit. Freebird.
There ain't no way you can hear
Freebird.
that.
I heard it. Listen to
Dude,
him.
he has eagle hearing. He'll call me and he'll be like, "Is that a bumblebee at your neighbor's house?" Because he don't think about it when he's talking on the phone with me. But you know, Florida has some tropicals.
I mean, I don't know how
how
am I supposed to get the Skittles out of the bag?
You need to order them freeze-dried Skittles. They're like the size of popcorn.
Yeah, that's what you need to get.
Oh, they're a lot crunchier.
I ain't as loud as Duke.
No, I don't know what his problem is. I'm going to send him over there to bite you, though.
We already been down that road.
Well, we're getting ready to... we're going to have to go down it again, I guess.
I need a T-shirt that says "Go Goats" and bite the back of your leg for Duke.
I had my mic muted.
No, you didn't. Heard you coughing.
See, look at you. Already in trouble. We ain't even been on 2 minutes.
Right?
I don't know.
Hope everybody's having a great day.
I guess I'm just going to have to smell my bag of Skittles.
I don't know why Facebook would have froze up.
Iceman had just had a conversation about talking over people. You need to
know.
calm down, Freebird. You do it again. Eat your skills and shut up. Anyway, hopefully everybody's having a wonderful week. Welcome back to the MOTORCOP Chronicles podcast. And then Iceman gets to go over.
I'm hoping. I have a question for Hoppy Hobson. I hope he comes on.
Well, if Hoppy would like a good cigar, he can go to mypatriotcigar.com and get him a cigar and use promo code MOTORCOP15, and he get 15% off of his cigar. Or you can order some and send them to Holstera.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anybody wants any MOTORCOP merchandise, you can go to the website, MOTORCOPchronicles.com, or you can go to the Etsy store and
I need T-Bird to remind
get over
me.
there.
She needs
we're
to
not
remind
giving,
me to get
we're
the
not, we're not giving you the link no more.
No, I need. She needs to remind me. I need to go Goats.
And then, if anybody wants any more episodes, I put out some stuff on this past week in the Patreon. You can join that. If not, we're going to keep doing this also. You can also try it 7 days for free if you'd want. Speaking of the Patreons, we got our 3 hang-arounds. We got Miss Grace Hudson. We got William Gbo and some dude named Chad Jenkins up in there.
We got a third person now.
We've been having that for a couple weeks now.
Oh,
do you have Alzheimer's disease or
Three
something?
Musketeers. I didn't catch it last week.
You said that the week before that too.
Well, I've had a little whiskey since then. I got a little shit hammered Saturday. So
well, we have our full patch members, our full crew members are Ronald Holstein. We got Mr. Jared Nitrous, MOTORCOP for life. We got Mr. John DeMink. We got Dan Cross with Burley Boards, making some awesome wood products over there. We got T-Bird. We got Mr. Jim Pokrant from the Short Track Guys podcast. Our favorite truck driver, Mr. Hoppy Hoppison. We got Mr. Blake Walker. We got A.A. Ron from I Had to Say It podcast. I think he's in the chat also. We have Mr. Z Palmer. We have Roy Spalding. Roy with the S, not Roy with the P. Our favorite Australian girl, JoJo. We have Miss Kaylee Norris and Natasha A. from the state of Washington. And the OG crew member, Melissa Holstein. Thank y'all for helping me keep the lights on.
Well, Z Palmer ain't been on in a while.
No, he just might just listen. Some people work, I guess, or can't get on.
Like the only time I really love this show is like going back and listening is when I'm on a long road trip. Like my parents live 2 hours out of town, so if I'm going up there, I'll just go back and listen to 2 older episodes. And what's bad is I was on the show and I sit there and laugh my ass off the entire time.
Well, you need to listen from shows from 3 years ago.
We also had
when Freebird was on it.
MotorCop Chronicles advice for today. Fuck everyone that don't like you. I mean, who really cares what others think? Just laugh, knowing that their life probably sucks dead skunk ass. That is why they are worried about you. Remember, haters are just jealous fans.
Well, look at Old Box, would you?
Look at that. We got Jeremy Thompson in the chat saying dipshits.
Damn Box.
Well, you know, he could always remote in. All he's got to do is tell me when he wants to do it, and I can send him a link. He can do it all the way from his house.
I think Box has got a flip phone.
Should be called Midweek Skittles.
You know what's hilarious is I stopped eating candy on here because I'm not in my office. Because in my office, I have full drawers of candy. So I do it on the podcast. And then when I'm home, I don't have that crap laying around because I know my kids would eat it. And then Freebird picks up the damn diabetes.
Yeah.
Is that one of them Skittles drinks too?
Yeah. It's Skittles.
You got a Skittles drink?
It's that C4 makes a Skittles.
Bro, you keep an eye on C4. Did you know you can eat it, but it gives you the shits?
No, that's maybe some people is fucked up, but not this one.
Oh, Jared says
it's part of EOD training. They make a guy eat it, and then they tell him if they get electrocuted, it'll detonate the C4, and then they chase him around with tasers. I don't understand the people that eat just one Skittle at a time. You got to eat like 15 at a time. You got to mix all the flavors.
Said gummy Skittles are better there, Freebird.
No,
let me tell you,
might be a little quieter.
News.
Let me tell you what's better.
News. The McRib is coming back.
Gummy clusters.
Oh,
God, yeah.
I had them
with the nerds on it, and they're quiet.
I had those for the first time here at the tailgate. My little niece.
Yeah, that's like crack candy right there.
Yeah, boy, that was damn good.
That's like unicorn shit. If unicorns were real and they took a shit, it would taste like that. It's delicious. No, Box. That freeze dried stuff. Freeze dried. They sell that at that right up the road from here at a local pharmacy. That freeze dried shit's expensive. It's like $12 a bag for a little bitty bag.
Well, that's more than Patreon.
Freeze dryer. But I went to go buy a freeze dryer, and they can range anywhere between like $6,000 and $26,000 depending on the size, and they're not big at all. So.
Sandwich says that's the best road trip candy is Skittles.
We're going to take a ride tonight.
Hey, Jeremy, you know what else will melt in your mouth?
Chocolate penis.
Some of that Ice Band's 2-nut root oil.
Dr. Dirty's 2-nut root oil. Where is my lighter?
I do hope that
where the hell is Box at? We lost track.
He had some back surgery, but he's doing okay from that.
Box, how is it?
Well, he got married.
How's the back?
He got married. You still married?
That's usually how it starts.
Yeah, he said he was when I talked to him right before his surgery.
And he had some back surgery, but he's doing good from that. Unfortunately, his grandma passed away also, though. That's sad. Yeah, we still had that. So we feel, Hearts go out for you.
Yeah.
Nerd clusters. I like. Yeah, there might be those I'm talking about.
Yeah, it is.
They're delicious.
Boy, they were outstanding,
Yes.
man. Outstanding.
Way better than Skittles.
Well, I couldn't afford them today. All I could was,
Couldn't afford them. What are you talking about?
yeah, I had to buy these at the local grocery store. I didn't get to go to Sam's and get the big. T-Bird usually buys me the 4-gallon box or big container of Skittles. But she's been out of town, so I didn't get any.
No, I was laughing because some guy contacted my campaign and he's like, is your event going to be public for, like, I could come up there and talk about my policies? And I'm like, well, if you're not conservative, you're probably not going to have a fun time. And he's like, oh, so it's not open for decent people. Think you have a good day. I'm like, thank God I dodged a bullet with that one.
Decent people.
And a liberal show up to a conservative event and start ranting and raving on stage.
Those are called Antifas, ain't they?
Yeah. Well, you got to screen that. You have to show you're a Republican before you come to the.
I'm not. I'm no party affiliated.
That's right. I forget.
Well, do you want to?
That's why people get confused. Absolutely. A man in South Carolina was detained, placed in handcuffs, put in the back seat of a car, and this dumb son of a bitch decided to slide his little Weasley ass through the little slider. So people don't always understand, not all cop cars have the same cage. They used to have a metal grate, is like one of the starting ones they had. It was a metal grate all the way across. It looked like chicken wire, but thicker. I didn't like those. I've actually had people spit on me through the cage, and I had to realign the suspect afterwards. There's also the plexiglass type with a cage on one side so that they can't spit on you, but they could, like, talk and get fresh air. And then there's some that are plexiglass, but they got a little sliding window, so you could open it up and be like, what do you want on your sandwich? You know, and close the window back up. Well, apparently this guy didn't lock his. So this little squirrely crackhead looking dude just kind of like slides up in there, and don't ask me how he did it, but he was able to steal the cop car. And while they were taking inventory of his vehicle, he was driving away. You can tell he's a criminal and an idiot because I'm in law enforcement, and I know the minute that I would never steal a cop car. I could just ask to borrow one and get in it. But people, I mean, the number one thing to do, if I'm not even going to say it, but you could hear all the cops talking over the radio. They were using the equipment that you have one of in your car. And he didn't think to interrupt that at all and continued to lead him on a hell of a pursuit. I can't remember if they pitted him or not, but it was good. You got the video?
Yeah, I got video. I just want to say, back in the day, way back in the day, they used to have, I had a cage to screen. The whole back of it was plexiglass, but you could do it, and the whole thing folded down. So when you had arrest somebody, you hit this thing, and it would flop up really hard and fast. It was, it was pretty cool. We got the Advocate in the house. Welcome. Y'all go check them out. They got a lot of Baton Rouge, Louisiana stuff. Duke is like being way,
bitch.
I don't know what.
Bitch.
He's being something tonight. He just, I said, probably because you smell like, I don't know,
Dude,
ass or something.
He probably wants Skittles.
But,
go Goats, baby.
This is the county is over. It started about 10 this morning. You're looking at video of the chase. It was actually shot by a witness, Tracy Dempsey, who shared this video with us. Now, what you see here is an Aiken County deputy putting spike strips in front of the vehicle on Highway 421, and the suspect avoiding them by taking a right on Howlingville Road.
Well, I'm pretty sure, since he stole a police car, he could hear saying, "Hey, put the spike strips out at such and such a spot."
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Like, turn.
The video from inside of the patrol car with the suspect that he stole, the camera's still running inside the car. So you're hearing the entire thing step by step, what they're going to do.
Like
that's why I'm like, oh, okay, that's stupid.
The chase ends about a half hour later near Glenwood Drive. And that is where we find WJBF News Channel 6's Kim Vickers. She is live and picks up that story.
Well, hey, at least that dude threw them spike strips out, boy, right at the last minute, and the dude must have saw it. Well, he had to have seen
when
him.
I got here about...
Well, he had the police radio. Let's just look at here's the unit. That unit's
That car's
fucked. That unit's fucked. At first, I thought it was one of them UK units with that stuff on the back of it, but I guess they putting that on.
Where was that at? Holster?
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Drug charges when he stole the Aiken Department of Public...
Yeah, he messed that car up. He's in jail. And I'm pretty sure there's probably going to be a cop on some kind of suspension from the bad guy steal his shit. Okay?
Well, you would figure somebody couldn't fit through a damn little slide window.
Well, I wonder, did he cuff him in the back?
He was a little dude.
Was he cuffed? Did he slide the cuffs? What happened? I wonder.
Well, when I was watching it in the back, it's hard to see because whatever he does it up against the cage, and the camera is more designed to look at you in the seat. So you kind of see him moving his arms, but how small... You know as well as I do, these little crackheads.
If that son of a bitch folded himself to get through the little slide window, I bet you that son of a bitch put his arms in front of him and he would probably handcuff behind him.
Right.
Well, this next story is yours, Freebird.
That's mine, because we're going to Jacksonville, Florida.
And I got
screwed up Florida.
I got 3 videos.
Is one of them Precious?
No.
We got Precious?
No, Precious is not on here. But I got 3 videos because we're going to show what the news put out and said, and then we're going to see the actual
Billy,
stuff that happened. So yeah,
you don't hear no bag of Skittles. Apparently, there's a suspect that him and his lawyer want to file a lawsuit and get the federal government involved because he, his booking photo, his eyes was all swole shut. Apparently, they're calling for a federal investigation. Apparently, the sheriff of this Florida community said that his officers were justified in their use of force incident. Justified. And apparently, there's some disagreement. Said that he had no right to be pulled over to be in contact with to begin with. So apparently what the police said was he didn't have a seatbelt on, and that's why they tried to stop him, and he was scared for his life, so he decided to run.
That's not even true part of it.
That's what they said.
We didn't get pulled. It wasn't because I'm just saying it wasn't because of the seatbelt. They were actually doing undercover stuff, and it had to do with drugs and drug sales. But I can pull the videos.
That ain't what my article said.
Well, I know.
Aiken County is over. It started about 10 this morning. You're looking
of arrest caught on camera.
Now, listen to how these news talks about it.
To know right now, viral video of a Jacksonville Sheriff's Office arrest near Old Kings Highway on the south side shows a man on the ground with several officers over him. When he sits up, his face is visibly swollen. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office says the incident is now under administrative review to determine if the officers involved violated any JSO policies. On your side, Zach Wilcox joins us live from the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office tonight. Zach, the man arrested is in jail right now.
This dude right here.
Well, apparently he kept putting his hand. He'd only given one hand to handcuff him. Then he kept fighting. And then they kept saying, quit resisting. And
I know I'm old and
same
stuff.
Old bullshit.
I know I'm old. But if anybody remembers or watched the...
That's Doogie Howser.
No, watch the old black and white TV shows of the Munsters. This looks like Eddie Munster with that hairline right there. Look at it.
I mean, Eddie had a little bit more of a widow's peak, like an actual prominent. But yeah,
he don't resemble that dude. Not
yes,
one
he
bit.
does. You didn't watch
it. He's got
I
the same
watch
hair.
it. I did watch the Munsters.
24-year-old Lakean Woods is here
Munsters.
on some drug charges as well as resisting
drug charges.
Right now, more of the attention is on how he was arrested than why he was arrested. I reached out to the attorney the Woods family brought in, just talked with him a couple of hours ago. He mentioned he's had people from all over the country reaching out since this video went viral. We also talked with Woods' mother, who is calling for justice.
I have a lot of questions, like why they had to do him like that. But
cause he's fighting the police, bitch.
They beat him so bad.
Natisha Woods.
Never mind. I'll say it afterwards.
And this son of a bitch has been hemmed up in a robbery. He tried to rob a drug dealer. Him and another guy tried to rob a drug dealer, and the drug dealer said, "No, F you, I got my own gun," and shot the dude he was with.
Seen the video over and over again of her only son.
He's not a church-going rascal.
Several officers standing over him on the ground.
He's not a church-going monster.
The viral video doesn't show how Woods got to the ground, and a car blocked some of the view. But about a minute in, officers are seen lifting Woods and slamming him back down into
What's wrong with that?
Woods says police told her Friday night her son was transported out of the hospital to the jail and that he was coherent.
Oh, we had a name for that back in the day.
Well, his eyes, he had to have already got to the scene that way.
That right there looks bad.
We're gonna show.
That's very bad.
We're gonna see why his face got like this in a minute when we see. They're trying to say that's from the cop slamming him on the ground and kicking him in the face.
Not from the slam on the ground.
But we're gonna see body camming a little bit, and we're gonna see how his face got like this.
The hardest part for her
let's get to
was
it.
not being able to visit him while he was in the hospital.
That's because he's in custody.
Hurts really bad. I can't protect him. I can't help him. I can't even talk.
Don't you love how they put the look here, good daddy pictures up here?
Yeah, you're good daddy. Yeah. That's probably one of 5.
Allegedly.
Touch him or hug him.
That's number 5.
I can't do anything.
The Woods family hired civil rights attorney Harry Daniels, who said in a press release the family says the car was initially pulled over for a seatbelt.
See what I think it is?
I see a seatbelt.
You see this man right here, this cop right here? He's a racist. He don't like black people. just saying. For the audio listeners, I'm being sarcastic because the cop is black, okay? Don't freak the fuck out.
Oh, they don't give a shit. They'll call a black man a racist. They don't care.
Hey, we got a good friend of ours. We got a good friend of ours, me and Iceman, and he used to hit the hood pretty hard, and he's a black guy.
He hated him.
He got a complaint one night, and he's like, "Well, who the hell's complaining?" They said the NAACP. He said, "Don't them some bitches know I'm black?"
No.
NAACP complaint on his ass.
What is it? Is it Pleasantville? Is the like 911? It's a police department. But it's Paradise PD. It's an entire animated series like South Park and Family Guy, but it's all about cops. And it's hilarious because the police officer is an African American and he's walking past a window. Well, he sees a reflection of himself inside of a closed business, and for whatever reason decides to shoot the black intruder, and it ricochets and hits himself, and he is both being sued by himself and being defended by himself for shooting a black man as a police officer.
Jesus.
It's an entire episode, and I just sat there and went, yep, that shit would probably happen in today's world.
The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office issued a statement saying in
All
part...
right, we're about to see some of that. We're gonna
Yeah, I thought you was going to show us a video why he got busted up eyes.
Hold on a minute. You impatient.
At Jacksonville Sheriff's Office.
This is some of the protesting that's taking place out there because, the narrative is the Popo did wrong.
Today, demanding change. And on your sides, Zach Wilcox was at that rally this afternoon. He's joining us from the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office tonight. Zach, what is the latest on Wood's condition?
Don't need to do that. He's in the hospital. Boy, I must have offended some people. We went from 10 to 4 quickly. Here's the mama.
Right now, I just want answers for my son. I just want justice for my son.
Justice?
Nobody should be able to be beaten like that.
Yeah.
Natisha Woods isn't the only one calling for those things, as she was surrounded by dozens of people, many with signs that read "Justice for Ken."
We were definitely outraged. When I saw the video, I just really couldn't.
No, everybody's talking about this cell phone video right here, okay? That's what they're talking about.
That does look bad. It looks real bad.
Yeah, but hold on. This is what they're wanting.
1, the officers to be held accountable. Number 2, that JSO dissolve the gang unit. And number 3, the creation of a public safety committee made up of community members.
Why can't the city have an institution that can hear the voices of the community in a controlled way that can affect policy in a positive way?
The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office said in a statement the department takes all allegations of inappropriate use of force seriously, and the incident is
I believe all these citizen boards are bullshit.
And the actions of them that and they got to pay for it.
Woods says she hasn't been able to see her son, but she did talk with him from jail.
Considered he's in jail.
Mama, what happened to me? He did.
Now, everybody's boo-hooing, right? Let's watch some body cam footage. Now, I didn't put the whole body cam footage up there because it's long, but this is the next news article where the sheriff and stuff speaks.
A controversial arrest in Jacksonville went viral.
We'll fast forward.
Why is that so controversial? Just because he got slammed one time?
Because he's a
no, because of his face. I know why it's controversial.
Sheriff
People
has
are being
just
led to
now
believe
released
they beat
body
the
cam
living crap
video
out of him.
saying he is standing by his officers.
Here's the the body cam.
I see the gun. Walk to me. Do not drop your hands.
Can you see his face?
It all started with a traffic.
No, his eyes aren't swollen.
This ain't him.
Oh.
He was with 3 other people. The other 2 complied.
They're wearing hoodies. I can't fucking tell who they are.
Watch.
Officers pulled over a group they say may have been connected to a deadly shooting. 2 people complied with orders, but investigators say Lakean Woods ran off.
All black.
He wasn't running because he was guilty. I believe he was running because he felt the sudden urge to exercise. He had just eaten at McDonald's, and he just felt like exercising. He thought it'd be a good time. It was a good time to go for a jog.
Hey, run into Jesus.
You know exactly what they say, too, and it's case law, and it's so damn stupid. It just, oh, he ran because he was black. That's been accepted in common law since 2007.
No, what they say is that they running because they were scared.
Scared.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because their people have been victimized.
When you run from the police, it's a good thing not to trip on roots, man, to pay attention.
Yeah. He busted his ass, huh?
Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
Oh, he got a jacket on it.
That
taser went through that jacket?
This is where his face got fucked up. Right here. Watch. When he hit him with that second taser, watch. When he goes down right here, he goes straight, because you tighten up. Look, right here.
Bam.
He went down face first in that concrete. Guess what? Guess when his face got fucked up? Right there. That's when it is. Because watch. I'm going to stop it again.
Can we stop and talk about something for a second?
What?
How many millions was that idiot that just ran from the cops and then he was tased, fell and hit a brick with his head? He got like $13 million.
Well,
so that's already case law. And this is the exact same situation.
You're supposed to run until you see a balls like McDonald's little playland before you tase a
fucker? Apparently, that's, even though they're clean tases, the civil lawsuit litigation lights them up. Yeah, it's complete bullshit.
I'm saying, this is where his face got messed up, because watch this.
Woods fell to the ground after being tased. The sheriff's office blaming that for the blood and swelling on his face. But as they tried to cuff him, they say he resisted. And that's when they say officers had no choice but to use force.
He's giving him knee strikes to trying to hit on the side of his neck for that brachial plexus, I believe it's called right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what he's using. He's using knee strikes on it. He's not kneeing him in the head at all. But why?
No, you dropped a knee strike on his leg?
Right here.
Oh, yeah, that's.
So.
Yeah, he's trying to hit that. Yeah, but all you got to do, if you already got him face down, you put your knee right between the shoulder blades and cuff him up.
You don't do that, because you get just like George Floyd.
No, you can't.
You get fucked up.
You can't. No, sir, you can't put your knee on their neck. You could put it on the center, right between the shoulder blades. That's the control point. Once they're on the ground, you put your knee right there. They can't move. That ain't gonna happen.
Get your hands behind your back.
Force looks ugly, as I stated before, because all force is ugly.
It's a sheriff.
Not because the detectives engaged in misconduct.
I bet that Black Lives Matter ain't fucking with the sheriff.
The agency believes that the involved detectives acted appropriately.
They're like,
he went on to say the cell phone video
he looks
going
like a movie
viral
star.
was intentionally.
And why does the sheriff's badge look like a PD badge?
Well, it's up to the sheriff what kind of badge they want.
Why you
did it to make the situation seem worse.
That's
but
not
his
part of
family's
the story.
attorney is now questioning why the sheriff's office only released part of the body cam video. And they have now sent a letter to the Department of Justice asking them to step in.
Getting a UFC beatdown.
Really? Really, dude?
UFC beatdown.
UFC beatdown.
He gave that USB beatdown to himself. They never hit him in the face.
His hairdo's been beat up more than that guy was.
Look like he done got hit by a taser.
But you know, he's one of these civil rights race baiting attorneys. That's what they do, just like Ben Chump. They want to get out there, want to get the people riled up, and they want to try this in the news media, not in the court, to try to get their money. It's all about the money.
Al Sharpton ain't showed up yet.
Right. For refusing to put your hand behind
Crump ain't too far away.
Back is consistent with JSO policies and procedures. And that's problematic.
His mother said since the...
This is from him. This is from him face planting, I'm telling you.
I bet you
you know what have solved this problem right here? Around his face?
Don't run.
Don't run.
Don't run.
Don't run.
Cops don't like that, man. Look, we don't like going to the gym every day and having to get in shape and all this shit. So when we do have to run, we are going to get really pissed.
Well, I tried to outrun a crackhead one time. It don't happen. What all your shit on? You ain't gonna outrun.
That's because you were choking on Skittles.
He's been back and forth between jail and the hospital.
It's not fair for him. It's not fair for our family. I want justice. I want these cops brought to justice.
At this moment, the officers are not facing any disciplinary actions. Woods will face a judge 3 weeks.
Well, it's not on this one. I'm gonna tell you, I watched the full body cam video when he tased him and he went over there to cuff him. Right after he tased him, it's in the full body cam. It's on YouTube, so if y'all can go look at it if you want. When he rolls him over, trying to get his hands up on him and stuff like that. Right after it, when he rolls him over, his face is full of blood. Nobody had touched him at that point. He did that when he hit the pavement.
No, I believe it. He hit it hard as shit.
Well, they trying to say
Mama need to sue the road and the county for
they trying to say that he
asphalt.
That the cops kicked him. No one kicked him. And Aaron, that would be that's illegal. So no. So anyway, sheriff say nope, they didn't do nothing wrong. So his people going to hoop and holler, want to call the DOJ, which is basically a fucking joke now anyway. Oh, yeah. So but
they turned it into one, unfortunately.
Well,
was that Roy?
We never tolerated this
they
shit.
They'll get that dumb bitch that's trying to get Trump.
They'll sue.
Get her ass over here.
This next one is mine. We're going to North Carolina now, and this guy right here, this deputy. I don't have no video or nothing. How about that? I don't have a story with the video. Y'all bastards did, because y'all cry too much. This young man right here, he is no longer in law enforcement. He got fired. You still smacking them damn Skittles. Your mama not teach you how to eat with your mouth closed?
I ain't smacked.
Oh yeah, you did.
I bet you. Yeah, he still thinks it's not homo Louisiana. So,
in North Carolina deputy, we got fired days after what did he do? He fired shots at a vehicle they were chasing. And I will say this, most departments have policies against shooting at moving vehicles, okay? Especially when they hadn't shot at you.
Unless it's about to, run you over or a pedestrian over.
Yeah. Johnston County Sheriff's deputy has been terminated after he fired his weapon multiple times at a carjacking suspect who was unarmed and fleeing. The former deputy, Christopher Adcock, that's him right there, was issued a letter of termination on Friday following the internal investigation. He was terminated days after the sheriff learned that he had fired his gun 5 times in an attempt to shoot an unarmed suspect who was being chased in an alleged stolen vehicle. He was placed on administrative leave with pay during the investigation. I think it was lasted 2 to 3 days. He was inside of the police unit while he was shooting at the bad guy car. So I don't
see. That's why the sheriff's pissed. Is he put all them holes in the windshield of the unit?
Ain't no different than
no. I believe also that he
you hear me drinking.
Yeah.
Anyway,
can you swallow
the kid?
Squatter.
He'd been he got hired in 2017, so he had 6-7 years on the job. He said that this guy utterly failed to comply with sheriff's office policies. There was also juvenile was in the car and stuff like that. No weapon. Kid didn't have no weapons or nothing like that. So, I mean, you just can't we got that incident in West Baton Rouge I talked about. You just can't shoot at people. I mean, they ain't shoot at you or nothing. So
this ain't Arkansas. What are you thinking?
The bad call. Bad call. He shouldn't have fired his weapon. Unfortunately, now he's not gonna be. He's probably never gonna be a cop again. And they're still investigating. He may get charges on him also. So we'll see on that. Yeah, there is a lot of sympathy for criminals nowadays, Billy, because they're just misunderstood individuals.
That's what I say.
It's because the media spins a narrative that makes it look like we just go out and arrest everybody that's innocent.
That only works in John Wick. A lot of stuff only works in movies. This next one, it has to be a Florida story, because Florida has no crime, no drug problems or anything like that. But they do have a problem with something else.
Whose story this is?
It's Solstairs. He's
waiting on him.
He's not ready.
Waiting on him.
Oh, I'm definitely not ready.
Okay.
Hang on, I got
on in Jonesboro, Arkansas.
Just not ready.
Me, Holster. I got 2 here.
I know it's jacked up the way he came. He come over with names all jacked up.
It's called a berry bust. Florida deputies
a few moments later
seize hundreds of berries. Oh, I know exactly what this is. Okay.
A dingleberry?
They're palmetto berries, aren't they?
Dingleberries.
You should have read your story. You'd know.
He didn't read it.
Okay. Well, I had a town hall that was like 3 hours prior, and it actually ended at 8, and we went live at 8. So, let's see. A berry used in natural supplement. Yeah, so it is. It's that. Why couldn't you just say yes?
Dingleberry.
So down here we have these palmetto bushes. They're kind of like a palm tree, but they grow on the ground. They just kind of blossom out.
I ain't never seen no berry off of a palmetto.
They grow once a year, and what happens, like, I ended up almost, well, I had to protect my property, but we have a large farm up in Denellen, Ocala area, and there's an area up there with, either way, my farm is covered with thousands of these berries or plants. So all of a sudden,
that's all up in the water. You got a swamp up there.
No, I ain't got a swamp up there.
It's not
anyway.
In palmettos.
It's not a palmetto. It's a palm.
Oh,
it's a palm.
I thought it
looks like a palm tree without the tree part. It just imagine a palm tree that never grows. Anyway, it grows like wide. Anyway, well, they have thousands of berries. What happens is these people get paid. Well, usually it's illegal immigrants, but they get paid like so many dollars per pound, and it's astronomical. It's like $80 a pound. And so what they do is they trespass on these huge farms out in the middle of nowhere at like 4 to 6 in the morning. So I get a phone call, and sure as shit, we had like 5 or 6 crackheads covered in tattoos. Here I come through the forest, and when they spotted me and realized that I really didn't come to play with somebody that was trespassing on my lawn at 4 a.m., they fled. And then we contacted Wild Fish and Game, but it happens all over down here. And apparently these jackasses finally got caught.
Do you see how many pounds they had?
Oh, I'm sure lots, because when I scared them off, they had, the big 55
not
gallon,
yours, the story.
How many, did you read your story? How many pounds?
Probably tons. I know he did, or else he wouldn't have sent
1,000. 1,000. I didn't even read the story.
No, it wasn't that much.
Okay. 950.
I love how
this is like the price
is
right. Just keep going.
Look, this guy goes over some, and I like how they misspelled it too. Over some berries. People and babies out here missing. Y'all worried about some berries? Another said. I shit you not. It looks just like that. They misspelled it and everything. Leave them alone. They just trying to make some money.
People missing out and somebody else trying to pick berries.
I think it was 115 pounds or something like that.
This dude they're interviewing? I don't know.
Because what they do is they fill up those 55-gallon rolling garbage cans, and they walk through the woods in the middle of the night. You turn the flashlight on. Okay, right there. Turn the flashlight off, and then they chop it with a machete and throw it in the 55-gallon rolling bin. So when I came through the woods and beat it down, they noticed the optic and fled from their garbage cans and jumped over the fence. So I got 5 free garbage cans.
Did
filled with berries.
Did you shoot at them?
Hell no, they were not. Well, I mean, they were all carrying machetes. I was kind of hoping they would at least lift one in the air. It would have made it easier.
Well, we ain't worried about the fentanyl, but we got the berry thieves.
They just some berries, y'all. Leave them berry pickers alone.
We got a video for this?
No. There's no video for the berry thing.
What do you want? What do you want to do?
I got a picture.
No, I want to see the interview. You making fun of this dude.
Here's a picture.
The way he talk. Well,
yeah, see, those
don't look like they picking berries. Look like
that's where they got them down the road after they done picked them. There's sacks of berries right there.
Yeah. Full ass sacks. And then you show up. Well, what happens is you can get a license.
Can't prove
so you can get a license. Let me explain how this works, because I thought about it after my property got robbed. So my nephew ended up going and making money, but he was asking permission. If you get the license to sell it, you can make like $58 to $100 a pound. But the people that go around and illegally steal it, they'll sell it to you for $10 a pound.
Hell yeah.
Well, how much?
So you just give them $10 a pound. They're making a hell of a profit and don't really know no better. The guy that holds the license turns around and sells that he just bought for $100 and makes a $90 profit off every dollar or every pound you stole.
I kind of put
it's a hell of a.
I kind of put the berry story in here because I thought it would be funnier, and he just like got all serious.
You done butchered it all up.
Yeah.
It's a problem that affects our natural wildlife down here. So yeah, because when they do this, you don't understand. Like a lot of our gopher turtles that are protected by the state. That's what they eat, is those berries.
Jesus, now we're talking about turtles too. Oh, we got to move on here. We got to move on to some chickens.
This is in I forgot where this is at. Oh, Jonesboro, Arkansas. Apparently, somebody called the police because there was a trespassing free bird on their property. And so the chicken, I think, went to run from the officer. So he's already in his criminal.
Now we have flight from an officer.
Yeah, and they got a aggravated flight. I wouldn't say aggravated, but just a flight. But this, I don't know, this dipshit thinking to himself, he's like, man, I got to catch this thing, man. I got to go catch this chicken. So
he was a rookie and was ordered to go catch the chicken.
This is some bullshit. Somebody planted that chicken. This is like planting dope.
Oh, no.
Somebody planted this chicken and then brought this rookie out there and say, hey, you going to go catch
this woman called because she was definitely scared for her life because of this chicken.
Over a chicken?
I got the body cam.
Arrest in Jacksonville went viral, and a warning here: some of the video is hard to watch.
It's hard to what? What'd he say?
That was another one.
Oh.
Why not?
This lady right here in the clothes that she should not be wearing. It's her apartment. She can't get in because that chicken won't let her in. This dude got a whole camera with a telescopic lens on it in case he can photograph.
No, he's gonna photograph it. He's gonna photograph his buddy trying to run and catch the chicken.
Chicken, man. It's some rookie. Chicken. That's what I said dinner tonight. She gonna call the chicken a rooster.
He's taking pictures of that for the PR.
Yeah, that's a chicken.
That's gonna show up on their Christmas party.
Here is the suspect.
Look at this.
Y'all see the suspect right here?
Free chicken.
Oh, that's a Rhode Island Red.
Yeah, and it don't live there, and it's trespassing. It's like a Jehovah Witness that won't go away. See it at the door?
Just walk up and pick it up.
If it was a rooster, I ain't touching it. I got bad luck with it. Come on, now get on get. Get on get now. Get on get.
The hell you
Stop! You're under arrest, chicken. Oh shit!
They got a.
I'm in hot pursuit. Send back up.
Yeah, damn well his new name's Chicken.
No. So they dubbed him. They did dub. He does have a nickname. So he's being called Rooster.
Oh, I thought his name.
He been called Rooster.
Chicken fucker.
Rooster, chicken fucker. Nah, he. They said if they ever need the police again, they just gonna call old Rooster. Obviously, this dude ain't never run.
That chicken keeps going back to that door over there. That chicken thinks it lives there.
Come here now. Boy, don't pet me.
Get it, grab it.
Bro. Hey, this ain't fast as look.
And that,
you wait till they
send help. The chicken is hiding under the car. Chicken under the car.
Nah.
We got chickens over here. We got chickens over here.
You don't get.
Don't get chicken.
Lord have mercy, bro. Get him, boy, get him.
You know, it'd been funny if he would
Get him, Brewster.
If he would have tripped and busted his ass.
Yeah, no shit. That'd have made a little more.
Oh, he done caught the chicken. Now, at this point, they make a mistake because at no point did I ever hear him Mirandize the chicken.
That fish right there. No, I ain't like no fish. Bring that chicken over here.
What y'all want to eat for supper tonight? Some nuggets?
That's chicken shit, boy.
Anyway, he caught the chicken. The chicken the chicken. They released it on its own recognizance with no bond. The chicken did make a comment to the news. It said it thought this whole incident was chicken shit because the news people actually came out in another one. And they went back to it, and guess what? The chicken was fucking back. It was released with no bond, came out, went back. She put the microphone up to the chicken. The chicken said, this whole incident is chicken shit, and they will be fighting this in court. I think it sounded more like, but they have to get the chicken translator out.
The next time that officer activates his sirens, he's going to be really pissed off to find out the captain changed his siren tone to, yeah, we come to snuff the rooster.
He's the chicken. Now, this next one right here,
snuffing a rooster.
We're going. I think we're going back to Florida.
Arkansas? No.
Let me see. I think this is in Florida for my story. Florida's just been got some messed up shit this week.
Yeah, Florida always does. Every week we cover Florida. Florida's all jacked up. Probably Nubby was from Florida.
We're going to Orlando, Florida, home of the gayest place on earth, Walt Disney World. Do not go to Disney World. You know.
I guarantee you, Billy, if they'd have tased that chicken, it wouldn't have fell and busted his eyes open.
No, it wouldn't have. They'd probably got on the news.
He'd have been fried.
They released it to Colonel Sanders. Anyway, they have a fireman now who is on. He's under suspension pending this investigation, and he's probably gonna get fired, I think. But firemen are not like cops, obviously, because
catching the chicken.
This fireman, basically, I think he was joking around with another fireman and ended up getting his ass arrested because of it. Yeah, that's messed up, ain't it? Right here.
Firefighter faces criminal charges after what's being described as a joke that went too far. West 2's Dave McDaniel has the arrest paperwork about the incident involving a knife.
Just after dinner on September 16th, a firefighter at Orlando Fire Station 9 mentioned using dish soap on a cast iron pan used to make that evening.
And if anybody don't know, that is a big fucking no-no.
You do not use.
You do not put soap on cast iron.
On cast iron, baby.
You will fuck it up.
What the hell ever.
You don't.
You don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, do you even have cast iron? You don't put soap in that shit.
No.
You just rinse it out with water.
I'm married to a Greek woman, and she agrees with you. But unfortunately, you can wash them. You just have to re-season them.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, but you just don't put soap on cast iron, people.
Oh, but you can? What?
No.
You
can. It just is not recommended.
You got to be real careful because it could fuck it up if it gets up into the pores because cast iron is porous.
Yeah.
Y'all don't listen to Holster. He don't know.
Then take it to a high polish. You ain't never had a cast
Using
iron.
soap on cast iron has been a running joke at the firehouse since many say doing so can cause issues with the pan.
See?
That firefighter says a member of his crew, 44-year-old Latif Omari Williams, wrapped his arms around his back and neck and placed a knife against the victim's throat, allegedly saying that's how people get killed. Following up with, he was only joking and that he was using the dull side of the blade. In the documents, the victim at first said he wasn't sure if he wanted to move forward with an actual prosecution. But after thinking about it for a day, he went back to Orlando police saying he wanted the case to move forward.
Pussy. I really believe that this man was joking around with him. He had no intention of killing this guy.
All over the soap on the pan?
Just playing around.
Pan on the ground.
And the other firemen go press charges on him and get this man arrested and lose his career over a joke because the other fireman's a pussy.
To the arrest earlier this week of Williams, accused of battery and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. The Orlando Fire Department said it's not talking during the active investigation. The victim said in the arrest paperwork that he was concerned for his safety during the incident. Investigators spoke with Williams, who said he had told the victim he was just joking and that he was sorry if it made him feel uncomfortable. In the request for an arrest warrant, after interviewing other firefighters about that night, the investigator wrote that it appeared to be a joke that went too far. In Orlando, Dave McDaniel, West 2 News.
Williams bonded out of jail. The union says that he is currently on administrative.
I really believe this guy was just playing around, joking. He had no intention of hurting anyone. And this other firefighter the snowflake firefighter is a pussy. He can't take a joke. And he's probably underneath this guy. The other guy's probably got more seniority, so he's just trying to take out his competition. Anyway, if I was another fireman, I'd be like, you just stay away from me. I ain't joking with you. I ain't fucking playing with you. You just stay to yourself over there. I mean, it was a joke, man. Come on.
That's Bidenomics for you.
Come on. Aaron said that's an ass whooping putting soap on a cast iron.
Okay, well, if the chef said it.
The chef said it. Yeah. And next with Holster, we're going down.
Always Holster.
I got the goats of me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a video. This is
Goots.
If y'all remember, do you need me to talk about it since you don't know where we at or what?
Am I on story 10?
No, shit, no.
7?
Or we're at like 6 and 7.
Okay, I got it. 7. Thank you, Iceman. Mother of slain LASD, Los Angeles Sheriff's Department or deputy. A distraught DA won't pursue death penalty for the offender. What? How dare you? Like Greta Thunberg. But she has a point. On national TV, tell me you're not seeking the death penalty because it won't bring my son back. My son's not coming back, but that does not mean you shouldn't do your job. Basically, the DA is refusing to give him the death penalty.
We had talked about this story. This is the crazy guy that the deputy was sitting in his unit, and the guy just rolled up next to him and freaking shoots him in the head and kills him.
Yeah. Straight right. You're right. He doesn't need the death penalty.
Yes, he
needs a firing squad of bullets fired at him all at the same time.
Yeah, but it's fucking DA. I guarantee you, if it was his little family member or something, that'd be different. Here, watch. We'll hear it out of
faces criminal charges after what's being described
mouth
as a
himself.
Give us a water cannon.
In an ambush in California. Ryan Klinkenbrummer's fiance and his mother are speaking about the life he led.
Where?
Klinkenbrummer.
Here it is. Here's the DA say. Here's a picture. Y'all remember we talked about the
over
guy.
His mental health to law enforcement, but it's unclear whether the reports should have blocked him from legally buying a gun.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Klinkenbrummer's.
This is this stupid ass fucking DA right here.
family says they were blindsided at this press conference when the LA District Attorney, George Gascon, said he would not seek the death penalty against Salazar.
If I thought that seeking the death penalty was going to bring Ryan back to us.
Of course, they ain't going to bring him back. This man murdered a cop in cold fucking blood, and this piece of shit right here, this woke fucking piece of shit attorney, like, oh, it ain't going to bring him back. Let's just lock him up in jail so he can live out his entire life in jail. And, you know, the young man that he killed don't have to live his life. He didn't get to marry you. He didn't have to have children. He didn't get to see him grow up. But let's let the poor baddie criminal live in jail. You piece of fucking shit.
Agreed.
Well,
I hope somebody breaks into his house and ass fucks him and makes his wife watch.
That's a little severe.
What?
Maybe just, you know.
Maybe
just
he's
fuck
giving
his
the guy
mama,
free bird.
You know.
No, needs to be ass fucked.
He's giving the guy free birds a one-time pass.
Obviously. Piece of shit.
My one-time pass from.
I will seek it without any reservation.
You don't remember that?
I think at that moment we were
I don't know.
in a kind of a
I ain't
state
got
of
no
shock
Skittles, buddy.
that it was not the death penalty.
Yeah, I mean, this poor family done lost their child and everything else. And he's like, oh, I just don't, it won't bring them. And fuck you. They look, if I'd have been on stage and he said that, they'd have be on the news. They'd have to cut it because I'd have been like, what the fuck did you just say?
Right.
What the fuck did you just say?
They were on the same stage together.
Yeah, I'd have been like, together? What the fuck did you just say?
I would have found it hard not
this
to
California
utilize.
People, I understand California is a beautiful state and everything. The politics and the people y'all have voted in over there, get the fuck out of California. Move somewhere that they care about the people, because they don't care about the good law-abiding citizens in California. They don't care about y'all. They care about the criminals. Beautiful state. Fucked up politics and people. Get the hell out while you still can.
Well, hell.
All right. This next one is yours. We got the goats have reappeared.
Go Goats is up, boy. They the crime fighters now. They bring a whole herd of goats in and say, hey, go do your thing. Go Goots. You know, that's Holstera loves
Canine
that.
goats.
Well, apparently there was a police dog that rounded and hurdled up a bunch of goats. Apparently a canine handler and his service dog were recently tasked with something that he probably didn't have during his tenure of training. You know,
you don't think they had goat herding and dog school?
They didn't have dog and goat herding school.
Come on. I got it. Yeah. Are you sleeping over there?
Yeah. Yeah.
I got some videos of the goats.
Well, let's see.
An ambush in
let's bring
California.
There we go. Can you imagine all of them staring at you and you're trying to hide?
That's a shit ton of goats. That's a shit ton of crime stopping goats right there.
Well,
yeah. Imagine all of them just staring at you. They just
There's a whole new way to clear land. They take like that many goats and just let them free on like 20 acres, and they eat everything in a day. So yeah, that's a
lot of goats. See, if they'd have been fainting goats, you just went boo and they just all fell over right there.
Yep, you could have picked them up with a bucket.
Picked them up, yeah.
Yeah, well, what the hell you want to, be picking 40 goats up. Just like the pigs on the bridge.
Like, oh shit, that's a dog. Run! The police!
They're all like,
I'm in hot pursuit.
Baby.
I'm in hot pursuit.
Sheepdog.
I got the goat gang.
That cop has look at that.
You can see he's laughing his ass off. Yeah. That dog's like, damn, this smells like goat shit. Anyway.
Yeah, what's he holding him back for? Cut that bitch loose.
No, he'd hurt the poor goats.
You talking about like who's going? Somebody's going to call. Somebody had to call the federal government on him for screwing with their First and Second Amendment.
How are you going to
goat brutality?
Hey,
right?
Hey.
He's like, screw go goats. He wants them.
He's like, go goats, go goats. Hey, why are you being such a bitch?
Well, I'm about to show y'all something.
Being a bitch. Why you gotta call Duke a bitch?
They got a school teacher. If Roy P was here, he'd be excited.
Roy's on, ain't he?
No, it's Roy S.
No,
not Roy P.
S. Roy S.
So you want? I got to give you this.
Roy S. Hey,
this story. Look,
he
the
bit
teacher.
me. That's Sue.
No shit. Anyway, so this pulled up on my news feed from like ABC News, right? And it pulled up on there, and I just wanted to throw my 2 cents in. I'm like, hey, whatever she does on her off time, as long as she's not harming children, she's obviously not filming content in the classroom.
Well, these people don't know what we're talking about because I haven't given the context of the story yet. You just cut me off for it.
Yeah, you talked over him and he cut his story off.
Go ahead then.
They don't know what the story is.
Goat head.
Go goats.
Anyway, there's a school teacher, and they fired her because they found out she had an OnlyFans page. Okay, my thing is which one of these fuckers found her on OnlyFans? Because it's like, oh yeah, there's Miss
she ain't
Johnson
advertising it. How'd they find that shit out? That's what I wanted.
What it was
I wondered the same thing earlier. Yeah, I wondered.
Somebody's dad was whacking off to it.
You need a fans only page, son. He need a fans only page, man.
Mom turned him into the. She's like a little kindergarten teacher. I could see the.
Oh yeah, she probably wears a little skirt too.
This is her school picture.
That's two different pictures. I mean, not different pictures, but one's a little more amped up.
For $250, you can get her classroom bundle, over 20 videos and 50 pictures. She won't exactly say what it includes, but you can imagine. Wink, wink. She's got her Cash App up there. She said, so I can send you the link. I have tons of messages. She has. You can have a lifetime private Snapchat with her for $55. Yep.
A private Snapchat. What is she doing? I mean, is she just talking to him? She's like, hey.
I'm sure she's probably
like this, or
pretty
she's
sure
like,
she's probably naked doing stuff to herself.
Oh shit.
Yes.
All right, send me the link.
That's the way all of these people work.
Hey.
But that's what I'm saying. As long as she didn't film any content inside of the school, she was making money in the safety of her own home, and people chose to pay her for that content. That is not the school board's job to worry about what you have as a second job.
No, because probably the lady over the school board probably looks like,
as hell?
Yeah, she probably beat with an ugly stick.
They said she didn't think she would be discovered. She said about 2 weeks ago, her and her husband were told that people were finding out about it, so I knew this day was coming. So she is married.
Lucky him.
But she said she was only getting paid. She made $42,000 a year being a school teacher. She said she was just supplementing her income with this because she was making $8,000 to $10,000 a month on OnlyFans. But since this has come out, she says she's gotten over 100 new subscribers and she's making a lot more money.
Right? Same thing with Trump. They keep indicting him and he keeps getting more popular.
So I tell you what, she probably on the fans only. She probably got a little desk and a little skirt too.
Y'all go look up Miss Brianna.
I'm the teacher,
Copage,
and I'm gonna whoop you till you.
I'm gonna
straighten
spank you like you. I'm gonna spank you just a bad boy
till you straighten up, girl. Boy,
I defended the fact that she shouldn't have been terminated. But it was on like ABC News's like chat board, right? The first I get a comment or response back from my aunt, and I think it's like some other trivial post of some BS. No, my aunt is flat out attacking me because she's like, no, she's immoral. God's gonna send her to hell. She would have eventually screwed those babies. And I'm like, yo, calm down. This is not the 1950s when you were raised. Shit's a little different. 2023. Come with the times. But we did that for an hour. Me and my aunt battling in the news's chat feed. And finally, I messaged her.
She just don't like you.
Well, Clayton McMorris says he'll send you his Venmo and you send him some money, and he'll send you pictures of himself.
He'll send you some negative pictures.
Do you take change?
Can I throw quarters?
Like quarters? What?
He want a bar. He want a gold bar. He wants a gold bar and some cash.
I got some of them Wonka bucks.
You got some Willy Wonka.
Willy
Wonka golden buck ticket.
Willy Wonka buck. Oh, this next one is old stairs.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
This is number 10.
This number 10.
Thank you. See, that's the way we need to do it. Yeah.
That's number 10.
No, the last one. It says you just covered that.
No, this is boy. This is boy 11. Shoot some people.
Man carjacks driver at gunpoint in South Loop while wearing an ankle monitor for.
Hey, I want to show you this. You see my name?
This guy buying new.
And there ain't shit there.
Over.
Yeah, I know.
You ain't holding it up.
There's a story.
I don't have a story.
Chase Michael said he's gonna send pictures until we tell him to stop.
Is it the boy 11 allegedly shot?
Yes, that one.
Okay. It pulled up way. It came a lot earlier. Shit.
Yeah, it ain't Chase. It ain't you sitting on your bike naked or some shit like that, is it? You need maybe some like Iceman girls twerking on your bike or.
That's right. Well, he wasn't there. He might have come.
All the pretty girls walk like this. Walk like this.
Anyway, so this incident took place around 8:20 p.m. Monday. I can't read any of the story besides the headline, but I'm sure Iceman has a video because there is one associated. An 11-year-old boy has been arrested for allegedly shooting two 13-year-olds during an altercation at their football practice, authorities in Florida said. This was huge news down here. But, yeah, go ahead and play that.
I don't have the video.
Footage.
No video. You got to keep doing a story.
No, see, look. I got this
Hold
stupid
on.
crap, and then whenever I
let me see if I got it.
Look, that's because you got a piece of shit iPhone. You need one of these.
Because
you need one of these. Android.
A liberal
anyway,
app.
the 11-year-old has been arrested for allegedly shooting two 13-year-olds during an altercation at a football practice. This incident took place 8:20 p.m. Monday in the parking lot of a recreation center. The 11-year-old allegedly took a handgun from his mom's car and then fired it once and hit both teens. So he got a 2-for-1.
2-for.
Yeah, the 13-year-old was shot in the torso and underwent surgery and was listed in stable condition. The second 13-year-old was struck in the arm and released from the hospital after his arm was amputated above the shoulder. No, I'm joking. That didn't happen. Because you can't really go above the shoulder. The suspects and the victims were engaged in a physical altercation prior to the shooting. It appears the victims were the aggressors and the rest were. So anyway, these two 13-year-olds probably was whooping up on this 11-year-old, and he got pissed off, went to his mama's car, got the gun, popped off a round, and hit two people with it. 9mm, a purple 9mm gun. It's bad if you get shot by a purple gun. I mean, there's...
and then putting pink handcuffs.
Yeah, and bullying needs to be addressed, yada, yada, yada. Back in my day when I was growing up, sometimes you were the one giving the ass whooping, sometimes you were the one getting the ass whooping, but we didn't shoot each other, okay? You took it. Either way.
The old days,
after that, you used to shake hands, say, I'll get you next time. And that was the end of it.
Some of my best friends, that's exactly how we met. It turned out we just beat the living shit out of each other. When the school tried to get us to talk about each other and explain the fight, we were like, yeah, there ain't nothing to say. And the next thing you know, we're best friends. Worked for me.
Yep. Well, this next one is Freebirds.
Is mine?
Yep. Man carjacked driver at gunpoint.
I don't have that. The next story I got is the career burglar.
Well, I sent it because it's right here. Anyway, this is we can thank Ron because he sent me this link to this Chicago thing. It's nothing but Chicago shit, so it's got plenty on that.
See, I don't have that.
Anyway, this guy 33, this guy right here. I'm gonna pull this picture up. Hold on.
Oh, carjacking? No, that one.
This is him right here. This guy right here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I do have that, but it's got your name on it.
No, it shouldn't. This guy right here carjacked somebody while he's had an ankle monitor on for fucking, I think, carjacking somebody before. Thanks for the location thing, since we can track you.
Obviously, he hadn't learned. He has not been rehabilitated.
Yeah, he was at home on ankle monitor waiting for trial for allegedly carrying a gun in the neighborhood. So anyway, I'm pretty sure they can use the ankle monitor to get him. I think they're going to hold him this time, maybe for a day or two, probably before they let him out.
Nope.
I think AA Ron's going to let him stay at his house. You need a full guy, right?
I bet you Precious got to be around there somewhere.
What, Precious? Precious ain't around there.
I guarantee you Precious ain't stupid enough to get caught twice like that.
Precious ain't got caught first time. There's Precious right there.
Right.
Yeah, there she is.
Hey, Precious.
Hey, girl.
When she finally surpasses the allotted time and it just becomes like an outdated warrant they can't even serve anymore, we need to have her on the episode and be like, because at that point we'll be running for what, like 10 years? So it will be huge.
This last story right here, see this fella right here? This is in Chicago too.
Yeah, that's a Chicago partner right there.
And this man right here
loves Newport.
Really loves his Newport cigarettes.
So that's a story I had, man.
So bad that he served 8 years in prison already for burglarizing a liquor store and stealing 19 packs of Newport cigarettes. So he's out of jail. So what does he do? He breaks into a store, stole 16 packs of Newport cigarettes and some money, $1,000 or 19 packs. I'm sorry. So yeah, he's probably going to go back to jail. All I can say is this man right here, Newport, if they could make a commercial, ought to have him on it. Give him a free lifetime supply, because this man is going to probably spend a total of 16 years of his life in prison because he loves Newports that much. When I did smoke, I wasn't a fan of menthol, but obviously Newports are the shit. Not cool, but Newports. Ask him right there. I'm sorry I bored you.
Yeah, I was. That story sucked.
Yeah.
I tell you what, man. Somebody give me a Newport once. Some things are shit. It's like inhaling fiberglass.
Better watch out. That man right there will murk you over fucking Newport right there.
Whoop your ass for bashing on his preferred smoke.
So, we got to vote on some hot nuts.
Oh man, we ain't had much of shit.
What are you talking about? We got the North Carolina deputy decides just to shoot at people when they're not shooting at him or even have a gun. We got
You're just having a bad day.
We got the chicken chaser.
Chicken chaser.
We got
anything else funny?
We got goat herding.
Well, the goat herding's pretty funny.
We got the OnlyFans teacher.
No, the school board should get the hot nuts on that one.
We got the Newport.
By the way,
we got the Newport guy. And then we got the guy that decides to carjack somebody while he's wearing the ankle monitor. So who y'all want? Why people are thinking?
I'm going with ankle monitor, dumb dick.
Sure. Yep, that'll be it.
That's me.
Ankle monitor. I'm going with the Newport guy because this dude's gonna go to jail again.
We just had 11 people.
Yeah.
How many we got now?
It goes up and down. So who do y'all vote for? Newport, ankle monitor, goats, chickens, OnlyFans. Do 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 do. Y'all don't forget to go to the Etsy store and get the Fuck Your Feelings candle, or you can get your own water cannon, Freebird water cannon candle.
Hey,
even Freebird says it smells good.
They do smell good.
The candle?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, it smells good. T-Bird saw it today. She said, oh, that smells good. Where'd this come from?
Jim says chicken chaser.
Oh, yeah. No, I still got to go with
I mean, you do got to be a pretty big dumbass to go around committing crime with a tracking device on.
I mean, it just kind of gives you your location right there.
I mean, how do you forget it? It's like an old school pager, like bolted to your ankle.
No. I mean, come on now. Aaron says he's out for Newport. We're tied right now, people. We got 2 Newport, 2 ankle monitor, and 1 chicken chaser.
All right. Come on, T-Bird. Come on.
Is she still on?
I don't know.
Is she still on? You don't even know if she's on or not.
I don't know.
So while we're waiting on this, I got to share this with you guys because I have this.
Yeah, go ahead.
That kind of fits this because this would be my hot nuts given the choice. I will not say any names or anything like that. So I just got this message. I believe this would be a severe leftist individual that's a new resident to my state. No need, and our children's dying for your love of guns. I will vote for the candidate ready and willing to fight for stronger regulations. Responsible gun owners shouldn't exist. Vote for the complete annihilation of all firearms. I'm not alone on this. And I'm like, ma'am, that has to do with the state legislation. That's not, I don't control that ever. And I'll never get to control that.
No.
Jesus. But that's the kind of stuff I'm getting. And it's like, what has that? That ain't got shit to do with me.
All right. T-Bird voted for ankle monitor. Ankle monitor got 3. So, guess we're going to go with the ankle monitor
T-Bird
guy.
come through. T-Bird come through.
Yep. Don't carjack people with the ankle monitor on. 'Cause they will know. Dumb motherfuckers.
Dumb ass. I mean, how stupid can you be?
Pretty fucking stupid.
Stupid.
That's true.
Hey.
But then again, how many times do we hear about people going out and murdering people while they're on that shit and it never goes off?
The dumbass motherfuckers.
So he was waiting on a felony and committed another felony.
You dumb motherfucker! The dumbass motherfucker.
Now, we appreciate everybody being here.
There's a couple of things. If you want to send Skittles to the podcast, please send them because I'm empty. But more importantly, if you want to send some fat girl little toy figures so we can put them on Iceman's bike, since they love to twerk on his fender and all, we need some. We need some toy girls, toy fat girls.
I'm going to tell y'all. Pay attention. I don't know if it's going to be this weekend or not. But I have talked to my stepson, and he has agreed that he will eat the nitro gummy bear.
Is he? This one?
On live camera.
What about the penis? The fire penis?
He won't eat that. He's got a toe thing, and it's because it's named a toe. But he said he will do, or the chip. He may do the chip. I don't know. But he said he will do it, and when he does it, I'll probably go live on my phone wherever we're at when we're doing it. So if y'all would like to see, y'all need to pay attention if y'all want to see my stepson possibly die on live camera.
Hey, this gonna be a faces of death thing?
I don't know. I mean, but he agreed to do it.
I told you what happened to my buddy.
No, you didn't tell us all the way.
Yeah, he had to he was lobotomized. Yeah.
Oh God dang! For eating a hot chip?
Yeah, he already had high blood pressure. Wasn't aware of it. He was drinking beer and he bought the chip at the gas station because somebody goes, "You should do it." He went home and he did it. And within the hour, he was in the ER like they were trying to slow his heart down and shit. Like, if you're not in good health, you should not eat it.
Also, if you get a chance, if anybody hasn't and you're on Apple, we're right there close to at least having 100 reviews on there. I'd appreciate it. Also, tell your friends, share the podcast out. Numbers kind of flatlined on the audio part. Trying to keep getting bigger. So hope I'm not boring everybody. Pay attention. I put an extra one out. I put an extra one out earlier in the week. I come home sometimes and I'm just like, hey, I'm just going to put something out. Not all of them will be live, but sometimes I do put out extra audio. Other than that, if anybody ain't got nothing else, everybody stay safe. Watch your back. Watch your partner's back.
Peace out.
Remember, we are lions, not sheepdogs.
Free bird.
And smile, because Iceman could always be behind you.
And if y'all want to send us a water cannon, feel free.
What? You didn't?
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm